Hey, so this is Charlie, and I know some people are having some trouble using installing their VMs at home. One of the alternatives you have is to use Cloud9 or a product called Coding, Koding.com. So Cloud9 is here, it's c9.io is the URL for it. And if you sign in, you can choose the BitBucket link here. And what we're going to do is start up a cloud-based IDE where you can do a lot of node programming. Maybe it won't solve all your problems in class, but it'll solve quite a few. If you're signed in with BitBucket, you can see your private repositories on BitBucket, and you want to choose the one that you created for this class, and then you want to choose clone to edit and make it private, okay? You can only have one private repository with a free account, but you'll have one because you're new to it, and make it private, and then make it a node-based project, okay? And then we'll have to start over here. So you sign into BitBucket. I've already cloned the project that we're working on for our homework right now. And you can choose start editing, and the editor will start for you inside of here. And when you come in, you'll have this terminal window running here. And it takes a second to load when you're first starting the IDE. And then it's loaded, and you're in good shape here after that. And so you can see it went ahead and cloned our project from the cloud. So that part of it's done. You don't have to clone your repository. It's all set up for you. And Node is installed, which is very nice. If you type node -- version, you can see that a relatively recent version of Node is installed here. And so all that's good. There are, however, some things that you might want to change here to make it a little better. And for one thing, we need to make sure that Node is installed, that the npm is all set up properly for you. If you look here, there's a file that I've put up on Elvenware called configurelinux.html. You can read the whole URL there. It's in Charlie OS Linux configurelinux.html. And inside of there's a lot of good information. And one of them is a link to installing Node. Now we've already got Node installed on this system, just as we've already cloned our repository. But we do need to do something else. We need to set up the global packages, okay? And to do that, there's various steps you need to take. And I provide a link right here on JS Objects, a script which does all of the stuff that I describe here. So just click and go to that script and then grab it, okay? Grab the whole script like this and choose copy, and then come back here to Cloud9 and okay, so I think they want us to use Control-C to do this. And no, that doesn't seem to work either. How about Shift Insert? That's a classic one. Yeah, so Shift Insert seems to be the one that does it. And then you can paste all that information in there. Okay. And what this is doing is setting up all the libraries that you need to use to make this project work. Okay. And in particular, it's installing Karma CLI, Grunt CLI, Jasmine Node, Express Generator, NodeMon, and Mocha, or something like that. It's being installed on the machine. Now you can see it appears to be done. They tell you also, I tell you in my script to also place this little chunk of code inside of inside of your bashrc file. So what we need to do is open this little doohickey here and say show home favorites and show hidden files. And up here, we can find our bashrc file here now, and you open it up and you scroll down to the bottom of it and you paste in that line of code that we were talking about there, okay? And then my script actually sets everything up for you, but just already, but let's just for the heck of it, for completeness sakes, what you should type is source.bashrc, and that processes the changes you just made. So we're here, we're here at this location in our workspace in the repository that we cloned, and we're in the get numbers folder, work02 get numbers folder right now. You might have had to change into that folder to go into work02 cd week02 get numbers, and then once you're inside of it, you want to type npm install. And now what this does is it will install all of the code that's all of the libraries that are in package.json. So the first thing we did was install the global files, and then this second npm install installs the local set of npm packages that you need to use. Now at this point you can type grunt karma, and when you do that, karma runs and you see the results of your tests. This is from the previous video, and you know what all this is about here. So you're you're good with this. If you want, you can come up here, say for instance, right now you can see that shows get1 is returning true, or true is proving true. And what we can do is we can open up one of the files in here. For instance, we'll open up the test file. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll look for this place where we say true is true, and we'll say true is false, and then we'll go back to the command prompt and we'll run grunt karma again. And then when you look at the results, you see that now this time proves that true is true comes out false because we have things set up wrong. So let's set them to true, and we come back here to the terminal and we find that all is good, and we're up and running, and now our test will pass. And the other things that we showed in the other video should be working too. So that's all I wanted to show you here. This at least gets you up and running in the cloud with an IDE that you can work with and start doing some work. You can also configure coding.com. You would do that just pretty much the same way we just did this. So there's variations in it if you don't like Cloud9 for some reason. I find they're both good. It's hard to know what the best choice is. All right, enough. I don't want to go on anymore about this. There's obviously a lot more configuration, a lot more to learn. This is just enough to get you up and running. Okay, bye now.